podcast. I am your host today, Kentina Star, and I am here with my beautiful, amazing, lovely
Oh my
co-host, Enemy for
god.
Days,
Oh my
aka
god. Hello,
Lucy.
hello. How are you
Hi.
doing? I hope you're doing well.
I am doing well. How are you doing today, my
I
sweet
am
Luce?
doing amazing. Thank you very much. I'm doing grand, as always. As
That's
always.
good. What's been going on in your world
Oh
recently
god,
on the Twitter space?
that is true. That is very, very true. We've been all over the place. We could say that.
a little bit.
But
I'm not
you
gonna
know, it's
lie.
fine.
Today I am extremely tired. I am so tired because, time zones suck, man. Time zones are just so
Mm.
stupid. Because I've been trying to watch a lot of like streamers
Oh
recently,
really?
but then they start like streams at different times than when you're at. So it's
Mm.
like, so for them it's like 7 o'clock, while it's like 12 o'clock for me, and I'm just like, I'm trying to go to
Yeah.
sleep. But I want to watch this because Iron Mouse's debut happened
Oh
yesterday
yes!
for her new
I was
model.
watching it. Her
Yeah, and I'm
model's so nice.
like, so I was trying to catch like the last little bits of it because like
Yeah.
I was streaming when she started, so I had to like
Mm.
go back and watch the VOD, and then like I watched like the remaining of it, and then like
Yeah.
Nanners, I missed Nanners' new like debut.
Way! I didn't see that. I saw the new model
Yeah, and
though.
it was so cool. Like they had like this like boss battle set up where like the chat could
Really?
interact to where you could like defeat a boss. I have no idea how they set that up, but it seemed really really cool. I'm sure that's gonna be like the
Oh
new
my
trend
god.
eventually. Like I don't
That
know,
is really
man.
cool.
V Shoujo is always like creating like the newest trends for VTubers, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, how did they even do it? Where did they come up with the brainstem for something like
I
that?
need
Like
to
an
see that because I'm not. Yeah, I haven't seen that before. And well, actually, I probably have seen it before where you can. I don't know if you can actually do it within Twitch as a integrated thing. But I
maybe.
have to see because I swear I've seen something similar to like that before, but like I need to see it myself to see if it's actually like they've done it themselves because that would be really, really cool, honestly.
It would be
That'd be
cool because it
sick.
was like they had
Mm.
like she had like different attacks set up for chat to move left and right where they can control the character. So I would
Mm.
have to assume it was like a Twitch integrated thing. And like every time that they would attack, they would they would hit
Mm.
the like Nanners, and like her
Oh,
life bar would go
really?
down and stuff. It was so cool. I don't know. It was very very cool. It's something that I would love to do
Oh,
eventually if I knew how to do
damn.
it. So
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. Other than that, I've been watching other people's streams, like
Mm-hmm.
friends and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah,
And
definitely. Yeah.
so like people has been really like shifting to like Fansly as well
Really? I didn't know
for
that.
more streams and stuff, because like their streaming has gotten a lot better, and like
Oh.
they just like activated love sense and stuff, so like so
Oh,
like
I
the
see.
so a lot more like looter VTubers are like
Yeah.
going to Fansly versus
Mm.
being on Twitch, because like they can be more free form and not be afraid to get banned just over
Oh, that,
a little bit of
yeah.
clothing. So I was in my friend's
Mm.
stream last night supporting
Mm.
her. Well, actually, Blue, because Blue, she
Oh,
got
yeah.
banned
Mm-hmm.
off of Twitch.
You got banned? Why?
Yeah, she got. She doesn't know. We don't know why she got banned. Like Twitch won't like let us know why she got banned. Like she's like permanent banned. Like she got suspended, and like she tried to appeal it, and like you know like she and they rejected it. So like she's permanently gone. Like she can't come back to Twitch. And I think the
No.
rules are, it sucks too, because I think she was like one of the best independent smaller VTubers out there that was growing at
Mm.
a extremely large pace. It was definitely at someone at Twitch that just didn't like her or didn't like the way she was, or I don't know
Yeah.
what it was. But there's like so many other worse things on Twitch that
Yeah.
should be talked about, and like we talk about this all the time, but it's just like inconsistent of what Twitch
Mm.
allows and what they do allow, especially when it comes to
Yeah.
VTubers. I feel like VTubers are getting targeted a lot for
Mm-hmm.
stupid things versus
I
like
didn't
plus
realize.
tubers.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was still continuing because I remember it like being a thing where you know streamers were being or like VTubers were being targeted for certain things, but I didn't know if it was continuing, and that's really sad. see. And I think
Yeah,
that
it's
sucks that she
very
was banned
sad.
though because her content was really good. I did
No,
follow her as
yeah.
well,
And like
and
the sucky
yeah.
part is like when you get banned off of Twitch,
Mm.
at least far as I know, I don't know if it changed. Like you can't even appear on other people's streams.
Oh,
Like
really?
yeah, so I can't even collab with her on Twitch anymore, which sucks.
Wait,
I
you can't do
love
that?
yeah, because like it would be like they would consider like breaking like TOS and like
Oh,
avoiding ban.
wow.
Like yeah, it sucks. It's so stupid. It is the dumbest thing ever. And I'm
Yeah, that
like,
sounds
man,
really
like I love streaming
bad.
with Blue, so like we'll have to figure something else out. But like yeah, so
Yeah.
she's moving to YouTube, which
Mm.
is probably a better deal for her. And then she does fans now, so like
Yeah. God, that
so
must be horrible to start, like,
oh, I couldn't
from scratch
imagine. I
again.
could not imagine.
All
But
from scratch.
she
Oh
has a
my god.
very, very loyal Discord fan base that will like follow her.
Yeah.
She had like at least like at the start she had like 200
Mm.
people in her fansly stream, and then like
Wait, really?
yeah, like on the first day, like her first time
Oh
streaming
my god,
yesterday.
that's amazing.
Yeah, so
Oh
like
my
she has a
god.
very loyal. So I do think she'll be fine. I mean, it is a little
Mm.
road bump and a little disheartening, especially because like that was her like
Yeah.
third time trying to reach
It
for partner.
I mean, what is it like for, like, YouTubers to be on YouTube? Is it more strict?
Um, it can be because like demonetization is a
Mhm.
thing. More because like on YouTube, it's like the
Mhm.
same thing with like copyrighted music. If like
Yeah.
one moment of the stream gets like demonetized or anything like that, then the whole stream is unmonetizable. But you can appeal it, and then like there's more,
Yeah.
more
Can you
like
not
reasons.
play, music then? You can't play
It
any
only have to be
music when you're
like
streaming?
copyright free music, so you couldn't play
Uh-huh.
like anime music or
Yeah.
like any like actual like licensed music from like Jay
Mhm.
Z and like hip hop and stuff like that. So it'd be like lo-fi, copyright free music, independent,
Mhm.
SoundCloud rappers maybe if they allow
Mhm.
it and stuff. But like there's a lot more stricter rules when it comes
Yeah,
to
I was gonna say, definitely for YouTube. I've been actually thinking about going to, YouTube, not just I mean, just to
just trying
stream,
it out. Yeah.
just to try it out again, because the last time I did it was ages ago, and I've been saying it
Mm.
for a while, and I'm like, "You know what? I might try it out." I need to kind of figure it out again because 'cause I've completely forgot how you do it.
I
Um,
mean, people is
but
figuring it out. I had
mm,
another friend who completely transferred over to YouTube
mm.
completely, and she's been doing fine. Like I feels like it actually helped her a lot better because it
Really?
keeps. I mean, I feels like YouTube is eventually going to be the better platform to stream on
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
it has everything in one place. You can stream. You have your videos there. You can like make people go
Mhm.
directly to your videos. They have the community tab when you eventually get to it. So like now they have shorts. So like they have everything in like one big place.
Yeah.
So like it's
Mhm.
very like convenient for a lot of people to use it better. It's just that,
Mhm.
the way they go about streaming, like, you have to set up a thumbnail, like the chat
Oh,
is a little
yeah.
bit
Mm.
wonky when like the like the the relay feature on it, like the play feature
Mm.
of the chat is a little worse than Twitch, but I think there's like an extension to fix that, people said.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know didn't someone I swear, I think someone told me there's a more of a delay with chat.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There's a
Mhm.
way bigger delay on YouTube than Twitch.
I
Uh,
mean, I just have to try it out, and then I can compare, can kind
oh
of
yeah,
compare the
yeah.
2.
I feels like
Um,
it's very adaptable. It's not
mm.
that crazy, like where it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
unbearable to
Mm.
read. Because I mean, I feels like if that was the case, no one would do
Yeah.
it. But I
Mhm.
feels like it's just something to get used to. Like I used to stream
Mm.
on YouTube as well back in the day, but
Oh, really?
yeah. But it's ever since I've been on Twitch, I haven't done it in a while. But
Yeah.
I've thought about
Would
it.
you ever?
I've thought about it, because
Mhm.
like, YouTube is like a more prevalent place for me. Like I mean, I'm
Mhm.
already a partner over there. And I want to get my videos back to the way they used to be. So
Oh,
I have
really?
been thinking
Oh,
about
okay.
focusing more on it. But
Mhm.
I do love the Twitch space as well because I feels like I can be more free of the way I do
Mm.
things, listening to
Yeah.
music and like, being more lewd and stuff. And I don't know. It's like I'm not like like I think I'm in like the gray area of lewdness where
Mm.
I say like certain things, but I don't push the boundaries of
Yeah.
what's good or not. So like I don't know. I'm thinking about it. It's something that been crossing my mind a couple more
Mm-hmm.
times.
Oh,
One thing
okay.
I do want to talk about is like,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like, a lot of streamers, I mean, even we were talking about it yesterday, just,
We were
privately,
indeed.
that more streamers are getting a little bit more stress about,
Mm.
about streaming and like taking like not feeling like they can't take breaks or worrying about the numbers,
Mm.
not feeling like they can like do certain thing or like they're not
Yeah.
like there's like this overwhelming pressure of keeping up with like demand of like other
Mm-hmm.
people who are doing super well, and it feels like
Yes.
because if
Mm.
you're not doing super well then like your content's bad or like you're doing bad
Mm-hmm.
or these negative thoughts come to play. And like, I was feeling like this yesterday where I was almost not going to stream yesterday, which I'm glad I did because Luz talked to
Yay.
me and convinced me and helped me settle down from my overwhelming anxiety. As well as like,
Mm.
once I did start streaming and just seeing that, positive from my community, which is very nice, it's just like,
Yeah.
you don't really like see it until you like see it, of like
Mm-hmm.
how much people like, I guess, rely on you to like get
Yes.
through tough
Mm.
spots and like love and appreciate you and stuff and like there for you and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And it was really nice. It was very you know,
Yeah, I think it can be hard, especially when, like we were speaking about yesterday, when watching others and, seeing them grow. Obviously, you're really happy for them, which I
mm,
think everyone should be happy for them.
mm,
But sometimes it's trying to get over that, also that jealousy as well that you might be feeling,
yes.
which is completely normal, and everyone feels that way. I think
Mm,
it's just
mm,
what
mm.
should you do with that jealousy, and how you should, like, how can you make something good out of it? I would
Right.
say, like, you're like, okay, then this means I have to maybe change something up or something, or maybe just distract myself. But also, yeah, like to not, be mean, and because otherwise jealousy will eat away at you.
It will eat
Honestly,
away
it
at
really
you.
will. Um,
See, See,
but
I'm
no,
glad that
yeah.
you brought that up because it feels like one of the things that people don't talk about within like
Mm,
not even just VTuber, just content creating and just being creative in general
mm,
is
mm, mm.
jealousy. And
Yes.
like,
Mm,
it's a normal emotion. It's a normal human emotion that happens to everybody.
mm.
And I feels
Yes.
like
Mm,
there's healthy ways of going about it and there's the negative ways of going about it. And a lot of people do tend to the negative side of jealousy, but
mm,
like, you can use that jealousy to your benefit of like doing
yeah.
better things for yourself, like competing, like creating goals for yourself that you can
Yeah.
achieve to help counteract that jealousy.
Mm, mm,
To
mm.
make it like fuel your fire of being, the best version of you that you want to be. And know that like eventually people will come to appreciate what you're doing
Mm.
eventually. It might take a while for some, it might be faster for others. Like everyone's journey is different in how they go about
Exactly,
certain things and
exactly.
how certain
Mm.
people relate to. Like, as for me, my story and my path has been very, I would say, it's been bright, but it had its rough patches, especially
Yeah.
like when it comes to my voice and stuff,
Mm.
of how I used to talk and everything.
Mm.
But recently, ever since I've been like more, I guess you could say, adaptable to myself and just being
Yeah.
myself and not trying to hide who I truly
Mm.
am. Like I've seen an overwhelming support of people just like
That is amazing
I
though.
love this new
Mm.
model. It fits you so well. I love your voice. Your voice is so
Really?
soothing to
Oh my
listen to.
god.
It is
Mm.
very very comforting. So it's just like maybe
Yeah.
like that was truly like holding me back. I mean, I feels like I do think there's people out there that would support me regardless.
Mm.
Um, but at the same time, I did think my voice was you know, a, an alarming factor for a lot of people that like push people back that couldn't relate to me
Mhm.
as much. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but like, I do feel like there's a way more overwhelming support for
Yeah, which is amazing,
than I
honestly. I
ever
think,
saw.
yeah, I think, it's just trying to. It's hard to when you're in that like space of thinking like negatively of your like streams and of yourself. It's really
Mm,
hard to see like the positives and what you have achieved and what you're doing at the moment, which like it is so hard sometimes, I think.
it
I
is.
think the analogy is like I don't you have watched with Fruits Basket with the plum cherry on the back where you can't see it, but
Yes,
others can.
yes. I was thinking just
Yes.
that. Yeah, that's a good analogy. That's a very good analogy.
I like that analogy so much because it's so true.
It is
It's
very
so
true.
freaking
It is very
true.
true that you
Like
don't
everyone
see.
can see.
You can't
Yes.
see your own traits, but other people's do. But you see others ones because you're always looking at
Yes.
people's back. Well,
Mm.
yeah, it's a really good quote. You know, another quote that I really love. That's kind of
Oh,
like my. It's been one of my quotes, and one of the factors why I wanted to
oh,
rebrand and stuff is the
really?
analogy from Bruce Lee about water.
Oh,
Um,
really?
the quote is that I'm probably gonna butcher it like crazy, but the quote is that he says be like water. Water could be calm, it could be angry, it could
Mm.
be everlasting, but the one thing that water is always is adaptable. You put it in a bowl, it
Mm.
becomes the bowl. If you put it in a cup, it becomes the cup. If it
Wait, yes,
if
you
it
told
if
me
you
this as well
yeah,
before.
so like if you are water and you're just zen about pretty much a lot of things. I mean, obviously,
Mm.
water can be angry when it needs to be, but like most times, water is just adapting to like
Mhm.
situations, and that's kind of how I
Oh,
want to be.
I
I
like
just want
that.
to adapt to like whatever comes my way. I'll just adapt
Mm.
and be
Oh,
shape
I like
myself
that.
to
That's
that.
nice.
So yeah, so
That's
that's
really
kind of
nice.
like what I just want to be ever freeing,
Mm.
ever flowing, just living my life to how I feel, and just like adapt
Hell yeah.
to
I
like the
like that
situation.
much. Oh, that does go
Yeah.
with you, and what I think you stand for so well, which
Mm,
is, really nice to see. I think, but yeah, no, we there are a few people, that are like, kind of feeling a bit bleh. I've also been seeing a lot of people graduating recently on
mm,
like Twitter, which I'm like,
mm.
no,
Yes.
no.
Um, what you
But
want to talk
yeah.
about because you were more friends with him than I was.
Oh, I won't mention the name. I won't be
Mm,
mentioning names at all.
mm,
But yeah, certain people graduating. I've seen a lot of people graduating because of the community. Actually, I don't
mm.
know if you've been seeing that. Like I've seen three, maybe others graduating because they don't want to be part of the community anymore, which is really sad to
It's
see.
very sad.
However, I understand. I understand completely. Think people talk about, although we have spoken about the community being really amazing and accepting, I
Mm,
also think the community, I've been being part of the community for such a long time, is that we can, not we, not like me and you, but like
mm.
just a community can be really toxic, like really, really toxic.
And very
Um,
entitled. They're very
yes,
entitled on a lot
true.
of things.
Yeah. Like people are so quick to tear people down when they've done one thing wrong, so quick to cancel them, and not give them a chance to, to redeem themselves if they have done something wrong.
Right, right.
It's either you're perfect or you're nothing.
Like
And
it's like you
that's what
can't
it is
make
right
any
now.
mistakes, and it goes to that
Mm.
mindset where like if you make a mistake and you're like
Mhm.
big or you have a bigger audience and whatnot,
Yeah.
it goes to that fact that now if I tear them down, it'll be room for me to grow if they're not there.
Mm.
It's like people only root for you when you're the underdog, but then when you
Yes.
become the upper dog, then people don't want to root for you anymore. Like I mean, obviously
Yeah, I
this
kind of
you
get
still have
that
support, but
actually.
like it's so weird. It's like that mindset of like,
Yeah.
but it's like you know I feels like even though it is happening to the VTuber community right now, I think
Mm.
this has been an overarching plot that's happened to streamers in general.
Oh,
Like there's
yeah.
so many
Mm.
streamers. I mean, not saying that there hasn't been streamers who did bad things and stuff,
Mm.
but I do think there's a lot of streamers who get a lot more hate than warranted, especially like VTubers
Yeah.
who do really good things for a lot of people, and they do one bad thing, and it's like, up, they're over. You can't trust them
Mm.
anymore. I feels like Twitter and people are just so persuaded so fast by
Mm.
like one slither of things. I mean, I feels like
Like, yeah, one little bit of detail and they have to go off that and
I feels like the
I don't
Bayonetta
know.
situation is a perfect example of that.
Mm.
like, I mean, even though that is a very overworking plot to everything, but
Mm.
it goes into the fact that, Helena Taylor came out and was like, this is what happened. And because, and then we didn't really wait for a lot of more evidence to come
Mm.
out, but a lot of people, and me included, were like, oh, well, obviously she's right because she's not a big corporation, so we should
Yeah.
believe her.
Mm.
And it is an issue that we need to address. So, like, Platinum Games is bad. Like, they're just bad. It said
Mm.
cancel them. But then, like, more information came out, and then Platinum Games brought their piece and was like, oh, well, Hella Taylor's bad. Like, she's the bad guy in this situation. It's but each
Yeah.
company like
Mm.
made mistakes, and it's like why don't we ever just wait for everything to come out, or
Yes.
and before we're like persuaded to one side to the other, like a
I think it's
fucking
just Twitter. I think Twitter's so. I mean, to be fair, I think everyone knows Twitter is very like just like quite a toxic place. But it just
mm,
feels recently like the VTuber community is just a lot more toxic than it used to be. I don't know why though. That's the one question I have. I'm not sure why. Is it because there's
you
more
know.
people in the community? Is that
Yeah,
a reason?
I think that's what it is. I feels like the more popular VTubing gets,
Mm.
the more people and more accessible it becomes, the more people wants to get in it for like money, monetary
Yeah.
gain,
Mm.
to just be famous because they're like, oh well, if I become a VTuber, I'll get that popularity. And there's more to it than that. Like
Mm.
streaming this is just like an accessory to streaming,
Yeah.
in a sense, but it doesn't like improve your streaming. It can draw people in. I'm not gonna say it doesn't,
Mm.
but there's a lot more that goes into it after you like bring them in. It's like you can bring a horse to a pond, but you can't
Mm.
make it drink water. You can't force it to drink
Yeah.
water, and that's the same thing with like streaming. You can bring people in, but
Mm.
you can't force people to talk and interact with you. You just gotta like charm them enough to make them drink that water,
Mm.
So like
Mhm.
it's like a lot of people that were already bad eggs to begin with get into
Mhm.
the community and then kind of like try to tear it down because they just
Mm.
either don't like it because they can't do it or they just don't like YouTubers or whatever. I don't know.
I'm not
It's
sure because
just
it's mostly VTubers that are like I don't know, the ones that are like, talking about. The thing is I don't really post anything about this stuff because like I just don't want that to be my content.
mm,
I'm not saying it shouldn't be anyone else's, but like I don't like viewing it. I don't like seeing
the
like
drama.
makes me feel it drags me down and it makes me feel icky. It makes I don't know. It's not a nice feeling seeing just like not even just drama, just people being rude or people being mean or people being
Mm.
uh expressing just sad emotion. I mean, sad is fine. No, sad's fine. But like just I don't know. I think sometimes it's just a bit meh. And when
It
you're
is a
viewing
little bit
stuff,
mad, and I feels like I think that's why it's best to like counteract that type of stuff because like
hmm,
Twitter can be toxic for sure if you let it be, but there's like things
yeah,
on Twitter that is very positive as well, and I feels like I surround myself around a lot of positive people.
yeah,
On Twitter, and I follow like a lot of positive people, like a lot of good VTubers, a lot of good
mm,
friends, a lot of good artists and stuff. So it like drowns out a lot of the like negatives. I mean, every so occasion I see it, but as
yeah.
you know,
I
I don't
think
like drama, so
yeah.
I like kind of avoid it.
Yeah, I normally so the thing is it's quite what I'll do now since I had the podcast, I'm like, oh okay, that might be interesting to talk about.
Hmm.
Um but like I think it's mostly other people and other VTubers I follow maybe like certain things and they'll show up on my feed. I'm like, I didn't want to see it though. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to
Well,
see it.
we talk about that feature like where
We did.
they do like where they show you people's likes in their feed, and it's like, why is
Yeah.
that a thing? I feels like that shouldn't be a thing. I think a lot of people agree that that shouldn't be a thing. Because like
Yeah.
I don't need to know what my friends liked unless I personally just go to their
Mm.
page and see what they like. Because I mean, sure, we've all looked at our friends' likes just to see what they liked.
Yeah.
But like I don't want to know in a feed of what I'm doing, like especially because it's like if it's like negative or anything like that,
Yeah.
I want to see it, But one like topic I want to do talk about. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same time, but
Well, you could
point.
actually talk about, well, Twitter, for example. I mean, you did say you wanted to, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. But before we move into that, there's one
Oh,
like VTuber I wanted to talk about who
oh,
like I
okay.
look up to that has been dealing with kind of like the similar situations we've been dealing with, and it kind of
Okay.
I guess more so opened my eyes to like everyone has their own
Mm.
obstacles to run with, and it is from Silvervale, the amazing, beautiful, talented
Oh, okay,
Silvervale,
okay.
and she posted on Twitter yesterday. It's hard to stay optimistic when you get informed of something that really makes it apparent how all your hard work and commitment means literally nothing in the long run.
Mm.
You're just a subpar analytic. So what's the point in trying? Maybe it's time for a vacation. And like it's just very
Oh.
sad that like for her to
Mm.
go on a vacation because of negativity. It goes into like the same things we've been
What
talking
happened
about.
though?
So I'm assuming what it is that just a lot of negative people
Mm.
spreading hate towards her way because I don't know, maybe it's because like she out of all the other like popular V show members, she's like not like she doesn't
Do you
reach the
not
same
think?
numbers and stuff. I don't know what it is truthfully, but I know it has to be something like negative because like it
Mm.
doesn't seem like she made this post in like a sad manner to like saying like
Mm.
she's like the numbers and like she's like people only see her as an analytic, like they don't like see like the
Yeah.
hard work that
Mm.
she's putting in, but versus just numbers and stuff. And like, I mean, I'm pretty sure she, as a streamer, we don't need to be told about our analytics. We look at it almost every
Yeah.
single day. Like
Mm.
it's our job. I mean, most our jobs. Like when you get to a point where you like thinking about it as a career, it becomes your job. When you're just doing it as a hobby, just for
Mm.
fun, it's like, whatever. But like when you become as big as like Silvervale and Iron Mouse and like us who is trying to be like make this our like ever earthing career,
Yeah.
it like you do look at the numbers quite often, like almost every single
Mm.
day. So like you don't need someone coming in your stream like, oh, you have so like followers, but you only
Oh, I
have so many
hate
people in your
that.
stream.
No.
Like your
Oh
analytics seem
God.
so down versus like other people
Yeah.
in your group. It's like I get like
Mm.
and it's like that's just like like not comforting to look at or see or read and
Mm.
stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
Mm.
Silverville, who's popular, very popular, sees it a lot more than we ever do. So like I couldn't imagine the type of stress
Yeah.
she goes
I
through.
def I understand. I think it's people also need to realize like I think people don't get like what is it, other bigger VTubers and such do feel the same way as we do about certain things, even though, they are further along in their journey than us. They do have
Mm,
the same thoughts and feelings as us, which I think people do forget, people do forget that you know, they're they're just like us, but obviously they just got a bigger following. That is literally it. That is
that's it. That's
down
it.
to it. Mm.
Like I
So
feels
yeah.
like because they're so bigger and they have like this
Mm.
bigger platform and like they have all these things, wonderful things they've worked for and doing. It's
Mm.
hard to like sometimes you get blinded by like oh they make it look so easy like they're doing it so
Yes.
well and stuff,
Mm.
but it's not. They have the same struggles that anyone else do. They just were doing
Yeah.
it longer, and like some of the first people to do it, and that's just kind of how it is. So
Yeah,
I just
definitely.
wanted to like kind
Mm.
of like draw attention to that and say at the end of the day of this story is like it's okay. You're doing
Mhm,
fine. You're
mhm.
doing amazing. For anyone else that's going through this same issue, that's feeling mad about their streaming career and their journey as a VTuber and stuff, and like or just going through like this rough patch of people just being negative for people. You are doing
Mm.
amazing. You are doing fine. You are doing the best you could possibly ever do. And I believe in you and I believe in every single one of you. And I know you
Mm.
can achieve the goals and missions that you want to achieve in your life. And like, if you are struggling or if you're having that rough patch, if you're in that, you know, staggering moment, sometimes you need to just take a step back. I did for like a month and two to kind of like
Yeah.
figure out what I want to do and what I wanted to plan on and like figure out small goals for myself to help me stay
Mm.
motivated. There's little things that can help make your journey, if you really want to like stream and like do this long term and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
there's like a lot of things you can do to like benefit yourself in the long run. But I also think it's good, and like YouTubers and streamers should take more time into taking breaks and being okay with taking break. I know I'm being a hypocrite because I I struggle with it too. But like it's okay. It's okay to
I
like
think so
take a
many
break.
people yeah, I think it's I don't know. I think that mindset of like you can take a break and everyone does know you can. I think everyone knows you can take a break, but
Mm,
like no one really wants to. I think people need to get out of the mindset like, oh my God. I think it's the fact that I think it's the same for everyone because we were having this conversation. I don't know when, but like you're scared that no one's going to be there and no one's going to be there when you get
yes.
back. And I think that's what
Yes.
people are scared about. People are
Mm,
scared that no one's going to come back if you go for a little bit,
right.
right?
Right.
And I guess in a sense, like that's kind of the same for me. I'm going, like I said to you, Kenty, I'm going to Scotland next week, but I'm not
Mm,
really scared because I kind of need a break anyway.
you do.
Um,
You've worked so hard. You deserve it.
no. But no, I'm kind of excited. I mean, to be fair, I'm only going for like 3 streams worth of
It doesn't
not
matter
being
how
there.
long you're going. I just want you to enjoy
Um,
yourself.
yeah, I think it's good. I think like I mean, I'm not gonna speak about it too much, but like a lot have been happening in my life recently, and I've been a bit more stressed than I have been normally. So I think it's nice to take breaks because I know that can transfer over to your streams like a
Mm,
lot. Like you being stressed can transfer like just the way you speak and the way you act. I mean, I'm pretty good at hiding.
not with me though.
I mean, yeah, not to Kenty, but no. Oh my God!
I have
But
like
no,
a Lucy Sense radar. Like, you don't seem happy. Like your true cherry self. What's going on? Who do we have to fight?
uh, yeah, no, but no, I'm glad I'm going on a break and I'm not too scared this time when I've been kind of scared in the past of going on breaks, even if it's
Mm.
just for like, I don't know, like a couple of days or something. Uh, but I mean, hopefully you guys come back though. That'd be grand. That would be grand. But
Yeah,
no,
it
I
would be
think,
grand. Do you have
but no,
before we
mm.
move on further, I wanted to ask, so do you have like a trait of yourself that you noticed that you used to do before that you improved on now that you feels like you're more like free
Oh,
flowing? And if you're in the comments, you can answer in the comments too. If you have like a trait of
yeah.
yourself when you started, like it doesn't have to be like long term, but or anything big, but
Mm.
like something that you noticed that you did that you don't do now, that was like something
Um,
that bugs you, or like something that you changed to
mm.
make yourself more like zen and water and
Uh,
adaptable.
I'm learning to not try not to react to certain things that are being said that are negative in my streams. Not there's
Mm.
hardly any time, and there's really unlikely people do coming and being negative. I mean, that was that one time in that one week where people being me, people are like not messaging, people are like putting stuff in the streams like you're a bitch, you're a whore, like, and it was
What?
happening every stream. I'm like, what is happening? What's wrong? What is wrong with me?
I
What's
want to
happening?
fight those people. I want to
Um,
hunt them down.
but no, I'm kind of coming to realize I shouldn't try and react to it as much because that's what they want. They want a
Right,
reaction. And
right.
it's so hard. I mean, normally I just make jokes out of it. I think that's the best thing to do. But I also think maybe it is best if I don't say anything at all because I don't know. I think other than that, though, I'm trying to think of if I've changed anything about myself. I mean, have you know? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've
Have I
noticed
noticed about
obviously,
you or me?
yeah, about me. I know a lot about
Oh yeah,
things
I've
that
noticed
change
about
about
you
you.
a lot.
Oh, really?
I feels like you're a lot more open to doing more and better things for yourself.
Oh,
You're not as
yeah.
timid as you were before when you first
Mhm.
started streaming. You're so much more bubbly and you're a lot more like free form of trying and collabing with a lot more people than
Yeah.
what you used
Mhm.
to. Like cuz you used to like be very like I would say not scared, but timid to like
Mhm.
collab with a lot of people, which for good reasons
Yeah.
because you don't know how
Mhm.
other people are. But like I've definitely seen you branching out a lot, and I love it. Like it's a good way to
Yeah.
like branch out your audience and like get more
Mm.
people to know who you are, and also for the
Oh.
fact that I
Mm.
feels like you have been able to handle your community more. Like you
Oh,
like
that's true. Actually, that is true. I also feel like I've I've been a little bit more like lewd, not too much, not
You
like Kenji level lewd,
have.
but like a little bit.
I think that's a compliment, you know?
No, we love Kenji. We love and stan Kenji. I mean, Kenji's journey's been insane though. I mean, what have you noticed? I mean, I've noticed a lot of stuff about
About
you. And
me?
yeah, you know, like physically and
Mm,
mentally, like changing up your streams. Like you've had your journey. Your journey is still going, and it's insane.
mm,
Like do you not
I-
remember when
yeah,
you first started and stuff?
when I first
Mm.
started, I feels
Like
like,
I wasn't there for that, but like I was there for when when I was there, when I was
yeah,
like
yeah,
when I
yeah.
first started seeing you.
I guess from that point, I was, still like questioning if like what I was doing was correct or was the right
Yeah.
path or like I know I was afraid to do just chatting streams. I was so afraid
Yes!
to doing just chatting
Yes!
streams
You did!
because
You were afraid.
I was just like
Mm.
I'm not entertaining enough or fun enough
Mm.
for people just to sit there and listen to me talk. I just need a
Yeah.
game to be active all the time, every time.
Uh-huh.
So it's like because people are coming for the game, not for me. So like,
Mm.
that's why we do it. And then, the more I did it, I would harp on even more. So game even more, 8 hours, 7 hours, 10
Yeah.
hours.
Mm.
But it's like that's not truly what streaming is all about. It's not about just gaming. It's about
Mm, mm.
evolving and adapting and relating to your chat. And like I feel
Yeah.
like that's something that I started to like take it back and like notice like
Mm.
I started to watch a lot of other streamers and like see what they do before they start gaming and I just noticed that a lot of them do just chatting before they start gaming and I was
Yeah.
like and they
Mm.
start actually like bonding with their chat. They come up like with like small like Easter eggs and innuendo, not innuendos. I guess that's kind of like lewd, but inside jokes. I guess is the more appropriate
Yeah.
word that like
Mm.
only like certain people who return knows. Um,
Mm.
and like from that, I just like kind of like evolved and built on top of that. So finding new things to do, like tier list is a fun thing that me and my chat did. We just did one
Yes.
yesterday. Just from the
Hell
fact that we were
yeah.
just talking about game publishers.
Oh,
Um,
really? Oh, damn, that's dope.
yeah, yeah. So like just being able to like be patient. Another thing. Like I don't have to rush
Mm.
through a stream. It's not a marathon. I mean it is a marathon. It's not a race. It's a marathon. You
Mm.
just gotta
Yeah.
pace yourself. Like I feels like when I would go on a stream, I would just like blah 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 blah
Yeah.
game. Let's do it. Woo woo. I was like very bouncy. But now I'm like very chill, very like oh,
Yeah.
what's good? Let's
Mm.
pop this green tea chat. Let's have a fucking good time, yo. What's good?
Oh
Let's
my
vibe
god.
to some music, man. Like, I don't know. I just felt like I'm more like,
I think
um,
it's good though. I think it's good to see what's changed and what's different about it and what things you do want to change for the future, potentially. I think it's good to always look at that and to
mm,
always try and better yourself because I think that's what you really need to do. I think everyone are trying to better themselves constantly, even if it's just small things,
very small
like
thing.
even tiny things. Just bettering yourself
Mm.
is good soup. It is very good soup.
I also
Very,
think
very
it's
good soup.
good for people to like, you know, experiment on platforms. Oh, another thing I noticed about you is that you've been experimenting with more than just Twitch now, and I love that. I love that you've been experimenting more with TikTok. You've been doing
Oh,
stuff
right.
with,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're thinking about doing stuff with YouTube. You have been. You posted a new
Mm.
video
I
on YouTube, which
did.
is
Oh my
great, and I'm
god,
so
it took
proud of you,
so long.
which I've been telling
It
you
took
to do
so long.
forever. So I'm glad
It
that
took
you're finally
so long
doing it.
to edit.
But you did it though. That's the point.
Yeah.
You did it and it's
Mm.
out there and you made it happen. And like that's the important thing. Like you're not putting yourself
Yeah.
in one
Mm.
basket. Like cause just in case, God forbid you get banned or
Yeah.
anything like that, you have a fallback, and like you have
Yeah.
something to bounce back to. Cause like
Oh, you know what though, actually?
mm,
Talking about editing, I've been really thinking about maybe hopefully opening up commissions for being an editor in the future.
for other
I want to get
people.
better. Yeah, for other people.
Oh, that's so cool. I like my wife told me to do that, but I don't know. I don't want to edit for other
Mm.
people. I want to just edit for myself.
Really?
Mm,
I don't know. I just when I was younger, I wanted to be an editor, and then things changed
yeah.
up a bit. And it does make me feel, kind of, it's being an editor and getting back into what I really loved before I went into streaming and such.
Ah,
It's such an
sure.
amazing experience once again. Although I have forgotten a lot of stuff. I've
It's like
forgotten
riding a
stuff.
bike, though. I'm pretty sure you get it.
Yes.
I feels like
No, yeah.
you'll get that more feeling back when you start editing your own stuff. Cause like
Yes.
since I edit my own videos a lot of the times, I always have that that need to edit is there
Yeah.
always. So I feels like once you do that and you like really like getting your bag of what you want and how you want to envision, because like YouTube is like a whole different ball game. Because like you get to like create and craft the video that you want.
Yeah.
It's not like streaming where you have to freeball almost everything. You can make it's like a pizza. You can make the perfect pizza you want.
Yeah, I
Um,
like that.
so I love it. I love it. Okay, so other things, places, and platforms that we need to talk about is of course Twitter. I mean, we know we already just
Yeah.
talked about Twitter, but we're gonna be talking about a different side of Twitter, not VTuber Twitter, but like
Not
all
VTuber
around
Twitter.
Twitter. We're gonna be talking
Love it.
about Elon Musk and him taking over
Yes.
Twitter and buying Twitter
Mhm.
and like essentially, I don't know, almost seems like he's ruining it, but like trying to do new things. So
What did he
like,
do? Oh, you know what I did see recently from
mm,
it was because he was interested in making a subscription thing for it.
yes. So like the
That's so weird.
verification
Yeah.
badge that people get, the check mark. He's thinking
Yeah.
about it, and I feels like there's no stopping him because he's like, I would say entitled rich person.
Yes.
And he does what he wants because he has too much money on his hands.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and like he's gonna make that where it's the $8 subscription, so it's pretty much pay to win of people being verified
Yeah, I
instead
don't
of
think that they're doing it just yet, but it was like mentioned, it was said.
I have a feeling it's gonna
It,
happen a lot sooner than we
it's
think.
it's something. I don't agree with it of what it is because I think it's people where they earn it, where they
They
earn it.
did
I
earn
think.
it.
Do you know what
Mhm.
actually that reminds me of Shy Lily? Shy Lily tried to apply for it, the mark and stuff,
Yeah,
and she didn't get it. It's because I think a lot of people, VTubers, don't get it, even though I know a lot of people
some
do.
do, but some others
But
don't. It's
it's because
so
they're not viewed
weird.
as a real person, right?
Yeah,
It's so weird.
it's
It's
very
so
weird.
odd, and she
So
definitely
like I
deserves
guess
it.
this
God.
point is it gives people a chance to do it on their own
Mm.
terms, but at the same time it's like certain people will be able to get it when they aren't meant they shouldn't be, you know,
Yeah. Mhm.
verified for what they speak on and what they do. So it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know,
I think it's kind
it's
of
weird.
dumb,
Would you do
only
it? Would you
because
pay for it? Would you pay for
no,
your badge?
no. Mm-mm. I would not. There's no point. Like, if I don't really get it, because like the tick's meant to be and meant to symbolize, you know, like a bigger thing, like a bigger following, or that's what a reason why certain people have the tick and certain people don't. Like,
Mm.
just to put it out bluntly, honestly.
Have you tried to apply for it? Have you thought about
What
it? For
can you even do
Twitter.
that?
You can yeah, you can apply for it
You can
yourself.
apply at any time.
Yeah, it's in your settings. You
Really?
can apply for it anytime. Yeah.
I thought you had to have like a cert. I'm guessing you
It
must
used
have
to
like
be like that. They used to have it where that because like back in the day when Twitter first started, you could
yeah.
apply for it on the website, but then they like as Twitter got more popular,
Mhm.
they turned it off where you couldn't. But now they just recently made it where you can apply for yourself in time. Like almost like
Oh, I
how
didn't know
Twitch
that.
partner is, you
Mm.
apply for it and then you just put a good response and see if they give it to you or not. But like it's very
Oh no.
difficult. Like Shy Lily, like you said, got denied from it, and it's just like, and I know like Merriweather, he's been getting denied from it, even though
Really?
his main account is already verified. So I just don't understand
Yeah, that is
the
weird.
process of it all.
It must be VTubers then. Maybe they just don't think they're real
Maybe,
people.
but like
I don't know.
Elon Musk, he has fired a lot of people
I saw
at
that. That was a
Twitter.
bit shitty. That
So
was
he's
shitty.
trying to do a lot of things. I know, like he's trying to make Twitter more profitable because he didn't want Twitter. He did it as a joke, and now he's
Yeah.
forced to have it. So now he has to make money off of it because, like, that's like, why can't you just let it
What
be?
where what do you make money off? Like ads?
I,
Maybe?
yes, yeah. But now he's trying to make it more profitable. So, like with the subscription, he's trying
That's
to bring
dumb.
Vine. He's trying to bring Vine back, which I don't. I
Huh?
mean, yeah, like
Trying
Vine.
Vine?
Yeah, the original
Vine's been
TikTok.
dead for years! Bloody hell! Oh my
But like he's
god!
trying to bring it back, but I feels like it's just gonna be another. If he does bring it back, it's just gonna be another
Mm.
TikTok. I mean, it's just gonna be the original. I mean, Vine's the original TikTok, but like
Yeah.
like I don't know what else it could really bring
You
versus like
remember,
all the other places.
What was Vine? There was Vine. There was also, I don't know if you remember Musically.
Yeah,
That was a
Musically.
thing.
Musically
And then
was
there was
TikTok, and
TikTok.
then TikTok
Yes.
TikTok bought Musically, and then like TikTok became what it is. But Vine
Yeah.
was the original like creator of short form
OG.
entertainment, the OG. And he's thinking about bringing that back. I think Mr. Beast commented on his post was like, you got to make it like more worth it because then it'll just be not another copy of TikTok and like everything
Yeah.
else that's already there. So it's like no point to it. So I think he's also trying to do like as he's trying to do the subscription thing, he's trying to he's trying to hide it under like, oh, it'll be more beneficial for creators as well. Like make it where they can be more monetary beneficial, and then like also do under like you know you'll be able to like put under your tag like you are a content creator, or like you have the special tags that you see on
Yeah.
certain people. You'll be able to like put like a public figure or
It's
whatever
literally
and
just
stuff like
copy.
that.
It would be like a carbon copy of freaking TikTok, honestly.
Mm.
Like, unless they change something up like drastically about it, then it's gonna be the same. Even if you add a few tags and a few different things, it's still like just TikTok, just with different features, basically.
Pretty much.
I don't know. He just sounds bored. He
It
just sounds
does.
so bored.
It's like like I just don't understand that man and the people who follow him. I get it that he did. I'm not gonna say people who are rich that didn't earn a lot of their money. I mean, some people didn't, but most people who did. But I feels like there is that question, like maybe they make too much money for what they do, and I feels like
Yeah.
they when you get to a point where you make too much money, where you joke about buying a platform, and you're forced to take that platform, and because you're a little salty that you have to take that platform, where you have to now change stuff to make that money back that you've lost, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I feel like you just have too much money at that point. Like when
Yeah.
people don't have houses or food or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a overwhelming question, I guess you could say. But regardless, not going back into the negative. I don't know. I'm trying to like see the both sides to it because like I do. Do you agree that Twitter should have the freedom of speech? Like freedom of speech? Do you believe in like that?
Uh,
That
are they trying to get rid of that? Or
No, they're not trying to get rid of it. They're trying to peel it more, so like
um,
more people will be able to be free to say what they want. Ever since
I
like
mean, I
Elon
thought
Musk
people were
became a
free to
thing.
say what they want. I mean, the things that are
True,
not free to say what they want is stuff
but
that are
that's the
quite big
thing.
topics like racism and sexism and stuff like that. Even though I think you can say a lot of stuff like that anyway on Twitter. So
You
I don't know what
can.
they're trying to say
I don't know.
with freedom of
I
speech.
like. I feels like Elon
Yeah.
Musk is trying to make it where it's not bannable, so like people can be
Oh
racist and say
no!
what they want
Oh
without being
God!
banned and stuff. Because like I feels like the number of like using the N word on Twitter has increased
Mm.
ever since Elon Musk has like
I didn't
came
know you
out.
could do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was you were allowed to do that. You're not, wait, what? Huh?
Yeah,
What
you're not allowed to
the?
say the N word on
Well, I know
on
you.
Twitter.
Well, I was, yeah, I mean, I was thinking that you're not allowed to. I thought,
Yeah, you're
but
not
I've never
allowed.
seen it around
But now you
unless
can more. Like more people's been doing it
the
more
heck.
on Twitter. Yeah,
Oh
there's
my
Twitter's been
god.
going crazy ever since Elon Musk took over. Like, man,
Oh my god.
it's wild. I mean, like, I don't like see it unless I go looking for it. But I do watch like a
Yeah.
lot of like Moist Critical who talk about it, Ludwig who talks about it, of course Philip DeFranco, and so like, and then I'm like, oh, let me go see it because I'm curious a little bit, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm regret for even looking at this. I regret
Oh
looking
god.
at this ever. Like,
We'll just have to see.
I just like staying in my anime VTuber bubble where things are
Yeah.
normal. But as someone who is on Twitter and uses it a lot to try to like build connections and stuff, so I
Yeah.
tend to run into the stuff that happens on Twitter.
Mm.
And I don't know. I like as a curator and a person that likes to be open minded to a lot of things.
Mhm.
I'm intrigued on what he's going to do, and with this whole like subscription and like
I think
benefiting
it's
creators
dumb.
and
I don't think
stuff.
a lot of people want
It
it
is.
and don't
I
want it
don't think a lot of
anyway.
people want to see either because I do think
Mm.
that he was going to like charge people who already have it as well.
Huh? Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Mate, this man is money hungry. Oh my
Because I've seen a
God.
lot of people saying, like, man, if I have to pay for this check mark that was literally free, you can take
Yeah.
it back. Like, if that's the case, like, I don't want it anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. It's
Yeah, no, that is weird. I'm just hoping he doesn't like unban certain people that have been banned in the past because of their views. Like who's been
yeah.
banned? Like Andrew Tate's been banned, and then Kanye West has also been banned for what his
Trump
views
has
are
been
on
banned, and
recently.
I think that's what I don't know if he's going to. I think he said it, but I don't know if it's actually going to pull through. But
Mm,
he's just a person that talks a lot, and unfortunately has the money to back it up, and a lot of followers
yeah.
to back it up.
Mm,
And I don't know. It's a weird world we live in today. Like the weird timeline we live in.
yeah.
A lot of good, a lot of bad, and a lot of like, huh? Like what's
Huh?
going on?
Yeah, no, I think I've just been seeing a lot of negativity recently. I just want something good. Give me good vibes, please. Please give me good vibes. I
Some
need
good
them.
vibes is anime right now. Anime has
Hey,
been popping off
yo!
recently with some good stuff.
Hell yeah.
And
Chainsaw Man. Oh my god. Oh my
I
god.
love that anime. Oh, that anime is so good. And Spy Family has been really good
Oh,
right
Spy
now.
Family. I haven't been watching. I've been waiting for
It's
Scott.
so
Been
good.
waiting for Scott.
Oh,
God
it's
damn
so
it.
good. Like every episode is just like more like I just love them being a family more than being spies and
This
shit.
Lloyd is so hot. I love him. I love him. I love that man.
True.
Who
I
else?
have to agree. I have to agree.
Did you ever watch what is it called? Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Did you ever watch that?
No, because it's on Netflix and I don't want to pay
Oh,
for
that's
Netflix.
why.
I don't
Oh
want
no.
to pay for Netflix. I'm about to break
Yeah.
because I do. There's some shows I do want to watch.
Yeah.
But like, I'm already paying for so many subscription
That's
purposes
fair.
at this
To
point.
be fair though, Netflix has come out with a new anime. It's called Romance Killer, and I need to watch it. It
Yeah.
looks so good.
What's
I
it
want
about?
romance. It's about this protagonist who's a female, and she likes to play otome games. And this like wizard thing comes out of the screen, and be like, I can give you all of this in real life,
So
but
it's
I'm
an
taking
isekai.
away. Kind of, but it's like, I'm going to take away everything that you love. So I'm going to take away chocolate, cats. And she's like, oh my God, I can't have that. I need this stuff in my life. So she tries to go against it and tries to go against the romance. It looks funny. I need to show you it because,
So
oh
it's
my
like
God.
a reverse isekai.
I kind of, yeah. But like, it looks so funny. And it's like, obviously in modern times. So it's like, I'll have to show you, but yeah, no, I'm really excited for it. I'm also what am I also excited for? But no, I really like Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man, I'm watching every week, which is, oh my God. I love
I've been
it so much.
watching Bleach, of course.
Really? Hey, yo.
I've been watching a lot of these other animes like Beast Tamer. I've been watching,
really?
which is really good. It's about a guy. It's pretty much like a show Rising of the Show Hero plot
Yeah.
where a guy gets kicked out of his guild. He becomes really strong, surrounded by people, and he's a good-hearted person and blah 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 isekai. And then I've been watching the villainous one again, the new villainous anime, which I think you need to watch because the daddy in there is pretty hot. Pretty much, a girl who's playing Otome games, has like I think cancer or something or other,
Wait.
dies and goes into the game. Yeah, and she becomes the villainous, but like
Yes, that's the one I was speaking about age ago. I read the novel and I've read the manga. No, yes, I need to actually watch the anime. I need to do it. It looks so good. And
it's
I know
so
it
good. And there's a new one where there's like two brothers, and it's pretty much the same kind of plot. She's playing her own game and transferring into the game, and she's a villain. She's a villain character, but she wants to make her own fate. So she like teams up with the demon lord, who's super hot, but I feels like he's like Shishomaru, but like with emotions, but he tries to hide it. It's really hot. It's really hot. I think you would like it a lot. It's really cute. So I've been watching that, and then I'm always watching anime. Like
yeah.
but like I feels like the anime has been really strong this season because like summer season, it was such a bore. It was such a bore, man. There was nothing out that was really like worth like watching. I mean, I watched a few shows, but like there was nothing like heavy hitters. Like I feel like,
Yeah.
and that's weird because like the summer was like the only like true miss of the year so far,
Mm.
because like I feels like every other season of anime that came out this year had like a hit like that everyone was going
That's
crazy
true.
about.
Yeah.
My
There's
Dress
been a
Up
lot of
Darling, and
oh, yes.
the
Mhm,
like Spy X Family, of course, and then all
mhm,
the other ones
mhm.
that's been coming out. So like it's weird that like summer didn't have like a big like hit
Yeah,
in summer.
I agree. That wasn't really anything that was really catching my eye. There's a lot this season, though. This
Mm,
season, oh my god, oh my god, there's so much
like
stuff I'm watching.
I
Hell
know
yeah.
Tokyo Mew is Tokyo Mew still going, or is this over at this
Oh,
point?
I think it's finished. You know what? I need to finish it. I'm not actually sure. I have to watch it back. I think they are making a second season of it though. But
Yeah.
I've heard a mixed views of the actual show because I've only watched like a couple of episodes of it,
Hmm.
and um what's the word? It's like you can definitely tell it's like maybe for a younger audience because when I watched it, obviously I was
Mm,
really, really young when I watched it. I need
right.
to watch it again. Some of the stuff they've missed out, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna definitely watch it though and see what it's
Because
like because
like
I
it
definitely want
came
to.
out and I didn't really
Mm.
hear anyone talk about it. Like it was like people were excited that it was coming
Really?
out, and then
Yeah,
like it
that's true.
happened, and then it came out, and it's
No
just
one
like
talks
no one
about it.
talked about it. And and I know that came out in the summer, so I was like was
Yeah,
it not good? Like was it there was
maybe.
nothing in this? I gotta really look at the summer anime to see like what was like the big
No.
hit, because
Mm.
like I was watching the one that just
Mm.
finished up now, was the Maid I Hire is Suspicious. That one was
I
really
haven't
cute.
no, I haven't heard that one.
Um, it was like a very like underrated. It was one of those one of
Really?
those ones that was like under the radar type anime.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Mm.
really that popular, but I enjoyed it. I get a chuckle at it. I was amused by it. The other one, what was that? I don't know.
I'm
I
just
don't
so
know.
excited
Yeah.
about there's so much romance anime coming back, which I've wanted for such a long time. I've wanted it so badly. I'm just
Yeah.
really excited for it,
Any
honestly.
like ones
Um,
that you're particularly fond of?
um, I try to watch. There was some that I really tried to watch. There was this one that's come out recently, and I read the manga for it. And I actually really like the manga. However, what is it called? More than a couple, but not lovers. And it looks really
More than
cute,
a
and the manga's really good. But I started watching the anime, and they ruined it. They ruined it so much.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling
Like
way too
they're just
well.
speeding through the story, like, and it's like how are you going to try and get a I don't know, a connection with these characters when you don't know them at all, even though I know what it actually is. Like they sped through the first episode like it was like went through like maybe 10 chapters, which is insane or something. Oops. But yeah, no, it's I was just like, oh, I don't know if I want to continue. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. But I'm happy and really happy with the pace of Chainsaw Man. I think that's the best paced one I'm watching
No,
so
yeah,
far,
no,
honestly.
Chainsaw Man is so good. I have to watch like the newest episode still, but I'm probably gonna watch it
Wait, you
after
have to
I'm
watch
done.
the new one. Ooh, okay, I won't
Yeah,
say
yeah, yeah,
anything.
yeah.
I won't say
But
anything.
I am excited. I really love the. I feels like a lot of the characters really drive that anime so well. I think the
Yeah.
character
Mm.
development and a lot of the characters are written really well. And
Yes.
it's like exciting to see what they do because they're unpredictable of what they'll do.
Mm, mm, mm,
And
mm, mm.
I really love the not not the redhead, not
Power?
Misas. Is that her?
Oh.
But I like the
What
other
one with
girl,
the
the new girl that they show. I think her name is Pete Breach.
yeah, Power. The one that is
Power.
Power. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mm.
really love her. I really love
She's
her.
such a
She's so cutie.
cutie. Oh my
She's such a
god.
wild card, and she's so like rapid.
It
I
is.
love her. I don't know. I think
Yes.
all the characters are good. I think they're
I
just
mean,
really
yeah, and the art. Oh my god. Oh my god, the art's so good. Oh my god.
how I don't know like how I mean Mappa, who's
Mm.
animated in the art, is really notorious of making really good good anime
Mm. Yeah.
animation, and they did One Punch Man's animation. I just hope it
Oh,
sticks
really?
by the time it gets down later down the line, because like
Aw.
when season two happened for One Punch Man, it just
Yeah.
got really really bad. It got
Oh,
so
no.
bad. It was so bad. It was like unbearably watchable
Yeah.
at
Oh
some
god.
degree.
I remember
Um,
that. God, it's been a while.
Yeah, but
Mm.
it is what it is. But I am excited for the newest episode. I've been trying to like stay up to date because I've been watching it for my anime nights, but we wasn't able to watch it
Oh, interesting.
last Saturday Sunday.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so now I'm like a episode or two behind of
Mm.
that. So I'm gonna have to catch
Okay.
up before the
Oh,
next
damn, you'll
anime
have to
night.
let me know. You have to let me know what you think of the episodes.
I
Um,
definitely will because it's like a real ride. You know another anime I've been watching. I know not to. I know my mind is like bouncing all over the place right now, but is Classroom of the Elite. I don't know if you ever watched that anime, but
right. Yeah.
that anime is so good.
Really? I
Mostly
haven't watched
because of the main character. I have never met a main character that was like
it.
so like well written and like I
Mm.
mean since like I would say Code Geass good.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the character is like because he has like this very like whatever kind of vibe to him.
Yeah.
Like he's
Mhm.
not like he just lives in the moment. Like he doesn't he's not a shouting character. He doesn't overreact to stuff. Like when
Mhm.
loose stuff happens, he's like, oh, boobs, okay, cool. But like he's not like it's not like his main focus. Like
Yeah.
he's like a really decent guy. Like he
Mhm.
actually thinks what he's doing, he says what he's doing, he acts on what he's doing. Like he doesn't let people persuade him, and he's actually a really badass character. And it's like
Oh,
it's
that's
been a
good.
while where I watched an anime, especially when it has like really hot women in it and stuff, where I was just like, I'm not even watching it for this anymore. I'm
Yeah.
watching it for him because he's just such a good driving force of this anime.
That's
Like
so
in
cool.
every single episode, he is not faltered or like gotten weird or let people push him around or anything. He's a fighter. He's like good at fighting, but you don't know his backstory at all. So like it's a really good anime, and like we're me and my wife has been watching it. And we're like on episode
Mm.
10, and like season 2 just came out
Let's
too.
go.
So I'm like really excited to like get into that. So like if you haven't
Good.
watched Classroom Elite, I would highly recommend
I'll have to
watching
have a
Classroom
look at
Elite
it.
because it's
Definitely.
really really entertaining. Because
Mhm.
it also has like a detective
Oh,
aspect to it
really?
a little
Okay.
bit. And I really love detective type anime,
Yes, I
like
agree.
back in
I
the
agree.
Case Closed
Mhm.
days, because like back in the day of Case Closed, I think Case Closed had some of the best setups for anime because like
Yeah.
they would
Mm.
introduce all the characters, of who did the crime, like you think who did
Mm.
the crime, and then like they go through like all like the clues and the theories of everything, and then like
Mm.
the ad break will happen, right? So during the ad break, we'd be like,
Yes.
okay,
Oh
who do
my
you think did
god.
it? Who do you think did it? And like, you would
Mhm.
guess and like, okay, I think this person did it. So then like when the break comes back and then like they start revealing, it's like all right, who did it? But at the time when we were kids, we would
Mhm.
like, bet like snacks and stuff, like like you
Oh,
gotta
I
bet
love
your Reese's.
that.
I bet your Reese's for your Snickers that,
Yeah.
this is the person. And it was so much fun. And I miss those times. I just miss.
Yeah.
I mean, anime is pretty much always has been like kind of
Mm.
consistent on what it is, but I don't know. It's like anime back in the day was just like back when things was like more simpler, more
I guess so when
more
you're a child,
tame.
when you're a kid as well, though, it does
Mm.
probably seem a lot more simpler as well. But that's understandable. But no, yeah.
I think one thing I do like seeing a lot more is that a lot of anime getting remakes a lot more
Oh,
and getting
really?
a
Oh,
more better
yeah.
chance to survive in today's climate
Mm.
than when they did before. Like we talked about it a little bit last podcast, but Aroni Kenshin, being one of those like pillars of animes back in the day that came out before
Mm.
like merchandise and stuff was a really a thing. So like
Yeah.
it's getting like a new like fresh coat of paint, a new like style, new writing a little bit. And like I feels like that's good. I feels like there's a lot of anime that should get that treatment. Like Oran Host Club,
Oh,
Oran Host Club High School.
Nana's getting that actually as well,
Did
which,
you? Did it?
well, it's getting remastered. It's getting remastered,
Okay.
Nana is. So it's not getting a remake, but I'd love for it to get a remake, honestly, because I loved it. I love Nana.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that too.
Mhm.
I like because like I think Fruits Basket and like I guess most people say Full Metal
Yes.
Alchemist
Mm.
really paved the way for like anime to like
Oh,
look at it and be like,
definitely.
okay, just
Yeah.
because they're old doesn't mean we still can't do something with it to give fans of who they loved it a little taste of it.
Mm,
And I
yeah.
do think out of everything, I think Fruits Basket did it the best
I
because
mean, they
they.
stuck to the manga, didn't they?
Yeah.
For the new one. With the old one, they didn't stick to the manga, and that's why they wanted to remake it because, it wasn't, like, true to the actual source.
Right.
Um,
But I do like
yeah.
that they like kept like the traditions of the old anime as well
Yes!
in it, as well as
Mm.
brought back all the same voice actors to bring it, so they
Oh, I
brought that
loved
same
it.
nostalgia. Like when
Yes.
they remade When They Cry, Higurashi, they didn't bring
Mm.
back any of the original voice cast that made that anime
No!
amazing. And when they're still working,
Mm.
I can understand if they're not doing stuff anymore. They
Yeah.
change it, but they're still voice acting. They're still prevalent. They're still very
Yes.
active. And it's like,
Yeah.
why would you change the voice cast? Like, it doesn't bring any value. Like, there's, at least for me, I know most people still watch it, but like,
I guess it really depends, I guess, on the studio as well. I think it was nice for Fruits Basket because it was so nostalgic for everyone to listen to, especially, well, that was with the dub.
right,
I watched it actually in dub just because when I first watched Fruits Basket, I watched it in, dub, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they're back again. And I love that. I loved it that they were like, bringing this cast back because they did such an amazing job, honestly. They
right.
really did. But yeah.
No, I love Fruits Basket. I didn't think I was gonna like. I mean, I enjoyed Fruits Baskets when it
Yeah.
originally came out. I really loved it for the slapstick comedy that it was
Yeah.
before.
Mhm.
However, I really did love Fruits Basket. I think my wife doesn't think I did, but I really did like it. I really did. Like
Your wife's like, "You don't even like it. What do you mean,
yeah, like,
Kenzie?"
cause I mean, I did miss the slapstick, like, of how it was before. Like, it did
Yes.
ruin a lot of
Mm.
characters for me that I loved before versus
Yeah.
now, like Shigure. I can't stand Shigure now.
It's 'cause he's like I didn't realize how, like, mean he was actually meant to be,
Yes, it
and
was
I
so
understand now.
weird. I
He's
just couldn't
so
see
yeah.
it.
Mhm.
I really love what they did with Momiji, but I didn't like the new voice actress that did the
Yeah.
voice. But the old one couldn't do it anymore, so I understand
Oh,
why. But
really? Oh,
it
I
just kind
see.
of changed up the character. I didn't like. I get that he was German, but I didn't like the German accent that they did. It just felt very
It
forced.
it
And
didn't sound real. It
no, not
was
at
not a
all.
real German
Not at all.
accent.
It was so
It
forced and it
was
ruined. And he was like one of my favorite characters. I was like,
oh, no.
ah. But like,
Oh,
other
dear.
characters that they did, I was very invested in like a lot of characters' backstories and like
Mm.
where they won. And like, I was like, I
Yes.
was more
Mm.
accepting of Akito and
Yeah. Aikido,
their
yeah.
backstory and stuff. So like, it was really good. I
It
think
got really
they
dark as well,
it
which
did
I
get really
liked.
dark. It did get really
I
dark.
loved it though. I loved it.
But I do like that
Mm.
anime is allowing companies to do that now because I felt like
Yeah.
back in the day
Mm.
they were so like against dark anime and dark anime being dark and being more
Especially
like
like, yeah, romance
for
ones.
mm,
Because a lot of romance are like quite what's the word? They're very it's like romantic comedies. They don't really have anything like crucial happening, especially but then this one it got really dark, which was so different to the first one. And that's what I really liked about it, honestly. That they did change it up, but it was more because like, they didn't really stick to the manga. But like no, I really did enjoy that one. And I love Toru. I love Toru.
Toru
I love
is pretty cute. She's pretty
Toru.
cute.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
there was like because oh, damn it, I had a thought but I, I lost it.
um oh dear. God damn.
But
Did you want to move on to some
yeah, we could do
asshole?
that.
This
We have our little tradition now where we talk about who is
do.
the assholes, but this time we have a VTuber edition of Are We
Woo!
the Asshole? And Lucy's gonna
Oh my
read some
god.
for us, and we're
I
gonna
have.
determine if they were an asshole or not. So yeah.
Yes, like Kenty said, this week is VTuber Am I the Asshole? So,
Mm.
okay, I'm gonna start with this one. So, am I the asshole for not letting my daughter use her college fund for a VTuber avatar? So I saved up a $20,000 college fund for my oldest daughter, who is 19, and was upset when she said that she would not be going to college. I was holding her fund until she decides she wants to go to college or do some sort of training. My daughter works at a clothing store, but she has told me that she wants to become a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer. She has said that she will continue working until she gets monetized on YouTube and becomes a Twitch affiliate, and then she'll quit. I do not agree with her decisions, but I will respect her choices. However, the other day she said that she was hiring someone to make a VTuber model for $2,000 and needs the money from her college fund. I told her that I would not let her spend the money on this. She said the artist has already started on it and she needs it. She said that it was money for her and that should be allowed to start her career with it. These are fair points, and I realize I might be an asshole. Am I the asshole?
That's a hard one because like
It is a hard one.
she realized that she is being like difficult and not understanding because I get the idea that parents want the best for their kids. I get that. I really do. But at the same time, you gotta let your kids live their life. It's not your life.
I do agree with that. However, it's I don't know. It's like not her money to begin with. It's her mum's money.
True, but she set
I know
it aside
it's for
her. Yeah.
Oh,
And I
it's
feels
so
like,
tricky.
and I feels like if she wanted to use, I mean, if she's trying to work herself, especially like in a state of finding herself in a career that she thinks is going to work out and have fun and enjoy herself, I feels like spending a little bit of that money where you can probably easily put it back isn't that bad. I feels like letting your child experience life, experience the wonders of streaming, because I feels like a lot of parents don't understand streaming and don't get it. So like they're afraid that their kid will be like,
Oh, actually, I've changed my mind. I don't think the fact that she's asking for a VTuber model when she's just started isn't like kind of crazy, especially for 2000. Because when we both started, I didn't have like
nah.
an expensive model,
Mm-mm.
and to go in it starting that expensive is, I don't know, I would say a little bit risky in a sense, just because you don't know where it's going to take you, and you don't know, you don't know how it's going to affect you. You don't know if you're going to enjoy it. You don't
Right.
know. You might
True.
not enjoy it, and then you've
True.
just wasted like $2,000 on a model.
See,
and yeah, I don't know. I think I'm leaning. Oh, it's so
hard
tricky.
to say. It's hard to say because, like, this is a lot more of a conversation because this hits more home for us because we do it.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm seeing both sides, and I definitely see where you're coming from because, like, $2,000 for a model when you're just getting into it is a lot, and like as you said, you don't know where it's going to go and if you're going to like it. And I think people nowadays who get in VTubing gets that concept. It's like, for me to be big and successful and great, I need a very successful big model.
Yeah.
And that's not always the case. People didn't start off with the big expensive models.
No, they did
worked
not,
up to
no.
it. And like, I feels like if the daughter came out and was like, Mom, I have half the money saved up for this VTuber model, but I just need like another half. Would you be able to
I think
help me with that? And
that actually sounds. I think it's the fact she feels entitled that she should have this money, which is the issue. She feels that, the fact that she didn't even ask her mum, and she asked her mum afterwards if she could have the money.
True. She did
That's a bit
assume
tricky.
that her mom would give it to her without actually like talking to her mom first to understand what it was about. That is
I know
true.
for a fact, if I went to my mum and asked, she would say no, just because she doesn't probably understand. And I think if you want to do this, I think having the funds yourself, or even half of it, and ask your mum beforehand. But don't go to an artist. Don't go to an artist and then ask your mum if she can give you the money. That's not it. I don't think
it's like you wouldn't go shopping to a store without money. So it's the same thing online. You don't start shopping until you actually secure the money. And I have a rule. I don't start buying something expensive until I can buy it twice. If I have enough money to buy it twice, then I give it the okay to buy.
Yo, that's actually really big brain. I like that one. You know what? I'm gonna go for she's not the arsehole. I'm gonna go for that.
I'm not gonna
Even
go
though,
for that.
although it was kind of tricky because I do understand where the doors come from. Although she went around it completely wrong. She shouldn't have done that. She went around it completely wrong.
Especially if she's like asking. So it's hard. I think both of them needs to have a better understanding and communicate on it.
Yes.
I could never talk to my mom about buying them lotto.
Oh God, no, I
was-
don't think I could. No, God, no. Okay, so there's this one. It's kind of a little bit long, but what does that say?
I love these parts.
The last one was so good. I read it really well because they actually had good grammar. What does this mean? What WIBTA? What does that mean? That's not am I the arsehole?
W-I what?
Even though it's on there, am I the arsehole? Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna say that. It doesn't say am I the arsehole, but like I don't know what else it says. Anyway, am I the arsehole if I show my daughter's teacher's Twitch stream to school administration? My daughter is in high school. Last year, she had a younger science teacher, a woman in her mid-20s, who hasn't been teaching very long. About halfway through the year, my daughter and her friends found out this teacher was streaming on Twitch. My daughter doesn't know who found the teacher's stream first, but her and her friends started watching and clipping everything the teacher did and saved it on their phones. I just recently discovered these videos when I grounded my daughter from her phone, and I was shocked to say the least. Why is she going on her daughter's phone? But anyway, first of all, the teacher is streaming as some kind of weird boobed anime character. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So many question marks.
This is someone who doesn't understand it. Keep going.
Yeah. She's extremely inappropriate, using foul language and making sexual comments super casually on stream. There are probably 50 different clips I found in my daughter's Snapchat of why is she in her phone, of her teacher doing this. I wasn't sure what any of this was at first, and when I asked my daughter about why she had some weird videos saved, she said, "Mum, we're pretty sure that's Mrs. XXX, you know, just the teacher. She has the same voice and everything. This particular teacher left the school at the start of this year, but I found out quickly which school she moved to with Google search. She is obsessed.
Right, let her be. I
want to email administration for her new school and let them know the kind of inappropriate activities this teacher engages in outside of work. I reached out to the parents of some of the kids in my daughter's group chat. Most of them are telling me to leave it alone and let the teacher live her life. But there is one that's on the fence and kind of agrees with my viewpoint here. My daughter and her friends swear the teacher never invited any students to watch her stream and was actually trying to keep it a secret and had a nervous breakdown last year about the harassing her online. Aww, and it's why she went and found a new job this year. I know teachers are allowed to have lives and her hobbies outside of work, but I just think this is way too inappropriate to be unpublished. She can't just run around from her poor and unprofessional behavior. If she's going to be part of this profession, she should be more mindful of the content she puts on the internet. And I honestly don't think her parents would be pleased to know that her kids have a teacher that shouts loudly on the internet about which anime character she wants to toss her salad. Sorry. Am I the arsehole if I show her school administration her Twitch? She's obsessed.
She should be in jail, bro. She needs to be in jail.
Needs to leave.
Like, get the fuck out. First of all, like, let her live her life, man. She's already feeling bad that people have been harassing her about it. She was trying to, I mean, that's the whole point about it being a VTuber. You're trying to keep it a secret from your real life. She's allowed to have her own hobbies. I'm pretty sure it's like someone coming to you is like, oh, you went out drink with your friends, so you shouldn't be a mom because we found your crushes online.
Oh my God.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, let people be who they want to be. Like, and let people have their hobbies and
it's also, she's not. It's literally she's anonymous. It's like you don't need to do it. She's staying as a VTuber to stay anonymous.
Right.
Because yes, maybe she does care about her job. That's why she is being a VTuber. You know, that might be the reason. But this woman is literally trying her best to get rid of her and to like
for what reason? Because she finds it weird, and it's like, bitch, I'm pretty sure you have a lot of things that you do that's weird and that people don't like, but you're like, oh, but I want to be a Karen because, like, my child, but it's not really about my child, it's really about me because it's not normal, blah, 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 whatever.
That is so dumb. Oh my God.
She's more than an asshole. She's a bitch.
It's like she also doesn't understand, like, anime as well, clearly, and it's frustrating. Because she's like, oh my God, that's weird. I mean, I would definitely say about our anime characters and how hot and daddies they are, she would hate me. This woman would absolutely hate me.
She would hate me. She would hate all of us. Because I
She
think
would.
most VTubers, like 80% of VTubers, are down bad for anime characters.
Yeah, I don't really understand because she's not really doing anything bad, and she's not. It'd be an issue if she was trying to get her students to watch her content.
Right,
That'd be a bit weird, but she's not. She's literally.
not.
They found these students have found it, and then she left. She left the school because of it, right? And now,
But
she's
at the
working
same
a completely
time, I
different
feel
school.
like the kids wasn't even like. I mean, I can't really speak. I don't know if they were tormenting her or not, but like she left for a reason.
Yeah.
But I feels like they wasn't even like making a big deal of it. It was just like, oh, it's cool. My teacher's a VTuber. You know, that's
Yeah.
dope. You know,
But you know,
I don't
yeah,
know.
she should be left alone. It's her job and it's her life. Like, why are people so like this? It's so weird.
I don't know.
Honestly,
See, what I hope,
weird.
is time goes on and life moves on, that teachers, I mean, VTubing becomes like a normal career. Like people just look at it like a normal thing. Like it's like an everyday job, you know, like streaming an everyday job. It's just a thing you do to make money, and like you do it as a hobby. Like, cause like everything in the world started out as a hobby at some point and became a job.
Yeah.
So like, why is it so weird that something that doesn't make money right away or in a way that you don't understand is weird and people have to stop doing it?
I
Like,
think it's just the older generation, honestly.
it
I
is.
really do.
It really is.
They don't understand. I just think they think that you need to get like a normal, quote unquote, normal job.
What's normal?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of silly. It's like
It's
silly eggs. Silly
It
eggs.
is
You
silly
know,
eggs.
she's
Okay.
definitely an arsehole. She is definitely
Next
an
one.
Oh no, I think that was it.
That was it? Okay, that was it.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's fine.
Well, we
I
had
think-
a good one and a bad one. That was good.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
hopefully I can find some more of the VTuber category next time because I actually.
Yeah,
really
no,
enjoyed
I like the VTuber ones more than the anime
Yeah,
ones
I
because,
did.
like,
I like the
it
VTuber
hits
ones.
more to home, I guess.
Yes,
you know?
it does. And they were tricky to actually think if they were the arsehole or not completely. Well,
Except
the
for
first one
last
did anyway.
The first one.
Yeah, not the second one. We instantly knew the second one was an arsehole.
But like, it does bring up that like questions. Like, man, I could never talk to my mom about being a V. I think, like I said, I think my mom does know I'm a VTuber.
Yeah.
Well, she knows I use a character, but she never like really pressed on it.
Yeah.
But like, I could never like really tell her what I do and stuff because like, no, I don't want to have that conversation. So like,
Oh, dude.
I do
I mean, one
envy
day, maybe
people.
one day.
Maybe, but I don't know. Like, there's something I do want to talk to you about after.
Ooh, okay.
Nothing bad, but just something
Intrigued.
that did happen. That was
Scandalous. You guys don't get to know.
It was. Yeah, that's the benefit of being my best friend.
That is true. But no, it was good this episode. I like it.
Yeah,
I
I think it's pretty good. And unfortunately,
that we are going to be doing a special episode, even though this is our 20th episode today.
Yay!
We're going to be having a special episode called VTuber Confessions.
Yes.
And we're going to be getting, hopefully, people to send us some embarrassing stories, and they have a chance to win $20 Steam gift card, which is very fun, very fresh, as a special thank you. And just, you know, we've been doing this for a hot minute now.
A hot minute. And you guys have been listening and showing the love and support everywhere. And we just want to give a chance to give back for you guys listening and, you know, having us do this for our, like,
so I'm very excited.
Yeah, very much so. So, like, we're going to be posting that on Twitter in, like, a bit. So if you guys want to check that, well, I mean, yeah, this will go out today. And, so, like, if you want to share us your embarrassing stories, everything will be anonymous. You know, no one will know it's you. But we would just be sharing the story and just, like, seeing who has the worst embarrassing story and they win a $20 Steam gift card. So, yeah. So with that note, we're going to leave it here because this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode because Luce got stuff she has to do and we got to prepare for some stuff. But I do want to say thank you to everyone who has listened to us so far and has continued to listen to us and support us and follow us on all our social media platforms from Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and on YouTube, and listen to us on all the social podcast listening places, as well as follow me and Luce on TikTok. Not TikTok. Well, I mean, you can follow us on TikTok.
You can if you want.
On Twitch, more important, at Kentina Star and Anime for Days, as well on Twitter as well. And we will definitely see you guys in the next video.
Yay!
next time. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.
Bye, boy.